Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new survival game guide episode. In this episode, we are taking our very first look at Sons of the Forest. Endless Night is back with the really, I would say, highly anticipated sequel to The Forest. I can sure tell you that getting this game was quite the handful for everybody trying to get it on the first day of its release. Steam was not prepared, let's just say that. But we have it. I've put in quite a few hours already just to kind of get a little bit of the experience of it, see how it differs from the original game and all that. So we're kind of going to essentially just touch over some of the initial things that I have experienced thus far in this game, the things that I've liked, and all that. Oh, my, we have somebody coming over here. As you can see, we are here. We got some company. So let's just quick over two few things here. Oh no, she's bringing him right to me. Oh, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Listen. Oh, hi. I know you want to trade, but this is not the time to trade. It's okay. Behind you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'll take that though. Thank you. Yeah, I know. You don't like him either. All right, sorry. We're a little distracted here. I just wanted to get some water. That's what I was here for. Just quick things. Performance and graphics, both are amazing. The end. Now, no, don't look at me. You don't see me. As you can see, the whole thing about the forest in particular is just how amazing the AI is in the game. And honestly, they have only further improved that in the sequel. As you saw, we had kind of like a ballerina, that's basically what I've been calling her, character who, has a few extra legs and arms. And she's just kind of been hanging around me the whole time. She's a little cautious at first, but as you can see, when she gets a little bit more comfortable with you, she does start trading with you. She gave me some aloe leaves and stuff, which is honestly so cool. And you can trade with her too. I haven't found out what she wants yet, which makes me really sad because I want to give her stuff, but I can't. I have nothing to give to her, and then she gets really sad, and it's just sad. The AI in this has been it was already really cool in the forest, but now it's even more amazing. We have, obviously enemies like that guy there, not this gentleman, but this gentleman over here. This is the first time I've seen him, so he makes me a little nervous. Not too sure what to expect from him. But one of the other, really cool things about the AI is we have our friend here, Calvin. That's your name. Just so it's on right there in his chest, so you don't forget. He is essentially your little partner in this game. He is there with you both in single player and in multiplayer. And one of the cool things about him is that you can tell him to do a few little tasks for you. He can go chop wood, he can collect sticks, rocks. He can actually help you build stuff. There's a bunch of stuff that he can do, which is awesome because anybody who's played the forest, especially single player. Yeah, I was gonna say he also points out enemies. Oh no! Okay, we better run out of here. Come on, Calvin, we gotta go. He's a body slammer. We'll tell you that this game. Oh, is he scared? I'll come back for you later, Calvin. Sorry. We'll tell you that it's really hard to kind of play this game on your own, just because you're trying to survive in terms of eating and drinking water and all that. But then you're also trying to survive all these mutant monsters. It's hard to get everything done on your own. So having him here just do something of the more grunt work is honestly amazing to me. He'll be fine, I'm sure. That's all really cool that they added that person there for you. Can't recommend him more. He's a great intern. If he's still alive. But anyway, the AI in this game, amazing, even more amazing. That's all I have to say. And I've only just started kind of getting waves of enemies. I've kind of built my base in a little bit more of a remote area. So they took a while to find me. Now they're clearly getting there. They kind of have an idea of where I am. A little bit more advanced guys are showing up now. But I'm really excited to see just the different monster types and such that they have here. That just goes to say, another thing that I love is that, not all of the AI, not all the NPCs are evil. Oh, we gotta, somebody's playing their little music over there. Not all the enemies are evil. Like I said, like the ballerina, she comes and hangs out and trades with us. Okay, we'll just go over here. I just want to avoid combat right now. Thank you. And that's really cool too, because in the first game they didn't really have that. It was everybody was just trying to like eat you, right? So just the differentiation between the AI and the NPCs is really refreshing and really cool. We're just gonna hang out here in our little base. So yeah, that's really amazing. Can't speak more about how awesome that is. The crafting in this game is also pretty similar to the first game. I'll just kind of bring up the crafting menu here. You can see you have your little gear thing here. You put whatever you want. Ooh, that took a hot minute to load. But you take whatever you want here, and it does give you like ideas like, oh, you can craft this, and then you just go at it. And one of the cool things about this is that this has like lights on it too, and you can change the colors if you want. Obviously, it's daytime, so you can't see it, but that's a thing. But like you can see, you have a lot of room here. You have like these little books. I'm not too sure if they're collectibles or what. I found one. You can't like read it. At least I don't think you can. But that's a thing. That's a book. You got your food and all that. Inside here, they have grenades. Hello, whoa. They have guns. I have heard that ammo is a little bit rare to find though. So we'll see. How much we end up actually using guns. But you can find your arrows, you got your backpack there, your money and all that. So I've collected quite a few things, just kind of like looking around. But you can see like this is huge. This mat is ginormous. But the crafting itself is very similar to the first game. So if you played the first game, you'll be a little bit familiar with that. One additional new thing that I happened to kind of stumble upon while I was looking for a base location is 3D printer. Like you go inside like this cave and there's like some sort of facility inside it essentially, and they have a 3D printer there, and you can, if you have the ingredients, obviously you can print something. They had like a few things like flask. There was a mask that you could print. Just a number of different things, and I don't know if there's gonna be more added or not. But that's like a new element, which is pretty cool. So yeah, the building system, I have obviously been playing around a little bit with that. I always kind of had struggles in that with the building system in the first game. It wasn't always very intuitive. It was a little hard to like put things down. I am so popular today. Goodness gracious. This is the most popular I've been the whole game so far. But anyway, I always had trouble like putting stuff down and then like making it like a perfect square and stuff like that. There'd be like weird ledges that would like hang off. Like it was always kind of a little bit weird. This game, they have refined that and they have made it so much easier. Snapping is a lot easier, and it's just it's a lot smoother in my opinion. It's a lot more efficient, and it's a lot easier to understand. Now that said, the actual figuring out like how to get started with building is a little bit like difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's a little bit it's a lot easier. So what you essentially do here, just to kind of briefly go over it, is on the PC you press the B as in boy key, and that'll bring up this little survival guide, and you have like all these different things and whatnot. And if you want to go to the custom building, which is kind of like what I'm doing here, we'll just quick kind of go here and then just click through it. Da, 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 da. Yeah. I think actually, not that one, this one. There we go. You can see like this is like they essentially try to tell you like this is what you need to build the floor. And they do have the one where they have like the thing where like you put the blueprint down and you fill the blueprint and then it automatically goes in there and then it's done. But if you want to do the custom stuff, essentially this is the side that does that shows you what you need. So like you basically you take your little axe, go get a log, and then you set the log down on the ground. You'll see a little like UI, and I'll do a video on this. Don't you worry. But and then you just line it up and you cut it. And you can cut the logs into like halves and quarters and planks and firewood, and it's so cool. There's just so much more that you can do with it now, which is it's just really fun. But yeah, then you just set it in, and it's so nice. It's so nice. But like obviously, like initially, first looking at this, it's just kind of like say what? At least to me. I mean, I'm not much of a builder, so it took me a hot minute to understand kind of what we're talking about here. But once you start it and you kind of see what they're talking about, then it's really easy to just kind of figure out what you're doing, and go from there. Like I said, at first it's like a little bit like, what am I doing? But once you get the hang of it, honestly, I think building in Sons of the Forest is a lot easier and a lot more smoother than it was in the forest. Oh god, the big guy is over there. I don't like it. We're just gonna crouch. So yeah, so that's the building system. Great. Now I will say this game is definitely spooky. You know, it is supposed to be your survival horror simulation kind of thing, and they do still do a really good job with that. You know, I was walking through the forest on my way trying to find a place to build a base, and I just heard this terrible shriek just out of nowhere, and I like jumped out of my skin. So they still have those wonderful moments. And you know, these big guys, they're scary too, right? So they're still really good with the horror. I haven't experienced, you know, like the caves or anything yet, so I'm not too sure what's happening there. But you know, it's still scary. Love that. Especially because especially because now that they have NPCs that are also friendly, you don't always know, like, is this person who's approaching me about to eat my face or yell at me, or do they want to like trade, or just like, are they curious about me? Like, it's hard to know, like, you know, are you a buddy or are you gonna eat me? I don't know. I mean, these guys are obviously not friendly, but you know, yeah, yep, right back at you. So yeah, the mechanics in general have been really smooth in my opinion. It's really, again, it's the forest, just better. So a lot of it is the same, just a little bit smoother, a little bit more efficient. And just, you know, it's just easier. It's a lot more enjoyable, I would say. I'm still kind of learning, again, like I said, the trading thing with our ballerina friend. I'm not quite sure how that works yet. I can also give my buddy, who I hope is still alive somewhere, stuff as well. Not too sure what they want yet. And I'm still kind of figuring out, like, you know, do I need to feed him? Do I need to water him? You know, that kind of thing. He does go to sleep now and then, I've noticed. So, you know, that's a thing that he does. And he will drink from the water too, but he never tells me exactly, like, if he needs something. So I don't know if, like, that's just him being independent and doing that on his own, or if I need to, like, feed him. Because I put food, I tried to give him food and he wouldn't take it. I have left food in the fire and he didn't take it. So, like, I'm not too sure. I'm not 100% clear on all that. And, you know, hopefully I will be clearer in very soon in an upcoming video, hopefully. But yeah, so like there's like little things that I'm still trying to figure out, and this game's not 100% clear on that yet either. But you know, early days, right? But honestly, in my general opinion here, I want to like move and get stuff done, but these guys are a little spooky. It's just great, honestly, and they obviously released in early access. But for an early access game thus far, this feels really polished. There's obviously a lot going on here. If I can get my little GPS here, you guys can see, like, this looks pretty gosh darn great. I do have, like, you know, little objectives. One of them is actually right over there, but I'm a little scared to go in because I think there's, like, a shark or something in the water, so I'm avoiding that for the present time. But, like, you know, like, the map here is very interesting. Like I said, you do have objectives. You're here to... I guess slight spoiler, skip briefly right now. But you're here to find like 3 family members essentially who have gone missing on this thing. And I'm assuming like we're going to find clues at these little exclamation point things, but I'm not too sure yet. But anyway, so yeah, so like, you know, the map is pretty big. There's seasons. We're in fall right now. I'm really curious to see how winter goes because I've heard that winter is supposed to be a really tough season to live in, so I'm excited about that. I'm still building my house, obviously, but honestly, this game is really great. Early access currently, but honestly, it feels pretty finished to me. I'm sure maybe there's, you know, a few elements still missing, obviously, but it's great. It's great for its price. If you love the forest, I would say right now, Sons of the Forest, it's pretty solid. I would say you can spend your money and not regret that purchase. But that's about it. So we're going to be doing a lot more Sons of the Forest coverage, you know, giving you guys survival tips and all that. So be sure to subscribe and follow and whatever, you know, all that jazz, to stay notified about when those land. But until then, thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions, do ask in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. But otherwise, keep on surviving and keep on thriving.